Now, have you ever felt like you're working nonstop? Your team is busy, your calendar is packed, the messages keep coming. Everybody's doing something, but somehow the business still feels stuck, like you're pushing a boulder uphill. And the moment you stop pushing, everything stops moving. If that's you, this is for you, because I want to connect with the builders who are tired of confusing activity with progress and ready to build a real machine. Welcome, welcome, welcome to me reading books so you don't have to. If you so choose, today we're reviewing The Goal by Eliyahu M. Goldratt. And I'm telling you right now, this book will punch you in the face in the best way because it changes how you think about productivity forever. And I'm going to make this personal because I live the exact problem this book exposes while building children of wealth, growing expand clientele, and building systems inside of Dar's healthcare. 3 different businesses, 3 different types of work, but the same hidden truth. Most problems are actually bottlenecks. You don't have a motivational issue. You don't have a talent issue. You don't have a we need more issue. You have a flow issue. You have constraints. And until you find and manage the constraints, you'll keep working harder and getting the same results. And that's what The Goal is all about. See, most people think The Goal is a manufacturing book. It's not. It's a leadership book disguised as a plant story. Goldratt uses a fictional manager called Alice Rogo, whose factory is about to be shut down. He's drowning in late orders, stressed employees, and constant pressure. And then he meets a mentor who asks him the simple question that changes everything. What is the goal? Not what are you busy doing? Not how hard are you working, and not how many tasks are you completing? What is the goal? And the answer in business is brutally simple. Make money now and in the future. Or in mission-driven terms, create sustainability value now and in the future. So then, Goldratt says, if that's the goal, you have to manage the business around the thing that controls results, the constraints. Now, the jaw-dropping shift, efficiency is not the same as effectiveness. This is the part that will make you rethink your whole week. You see, the goal teaches that you can make individual parts of your business efficient and still make the whole business worse. Because the goal isn't to keep everyone busy. The goal is to increase throughput, which is how fast value flows through the system. Goldratt defines 3 key measures. In simple terms, throughput. Again, that's how fast you generate value or results from sales and delivery. Inventory, which is number 2, and that's everything you've invested in that hasn't turned into results yet. And then you have operating expense, which is what you spend to keep things running. When you hear those 3, you start seeing your business differently. Throughput is what you want, inventory is your stuck work, operating expense is your burn. Great businesses improve throughput without ballooning inventory or expenses. That's greatness. Now let me translate this into real life across my 3 worlds. Now, children of wealth, the content bottleneck and the inventory problem. In children of wealth, we can create endlessly. Books, scripts, videos, bundles, offers, captions, lesson plans, partnerships. The creative inventory can pile up fast. You can have 100 good ideas and still feel stuck. Now here's the Goldratt moment for me. I realized that a lot of my inventory was unfinished or unlaunched value. Drafts, concepts, half-built funnels, content waiting on design, offers waiting on follow-ups. That's inventory. It's not bad, but it's trapped value. And then you ask the Goldratt question. What is the constraint? For children of wealth, the constraint is rarely ideas. The constraint is usually the part of the system that turns ideas into shipped outcomes. It might be editing and formatting, constant content distribution, funnel building and follow-up, ad creative production, or even decision making, or too many options. Once I started treating those as constraints, the strategy changed from create more to increase flow. Instead of writing more, we focused on finishing, launching, repurposing, and tightening the path from content, lead, offer, sale. That's throughput thinking. Now in Expand Clientele, this book hits like a hammer because agencies are famous for being busy but inconsistent. You can have a team working all day and still miss deadlines or deliver uneven quality. Goldratt would say, you're probably optimizing the wrong thing. You might be trying to make every person fully utilized. But if one part of your delivery pipeline is the constraint, like QA, automation building, client onboarding, creative approvals, then speeding up everything just creates more work piling up before the constraint. More inventory, more stress, same output. I've seen this in agency life. We onboard clients quickly, sell aggressively, add more projects, and then fulfillment becomes a constraint. And instead of managing the constraint, you pressure the whole team and everybody works harder. And burnout starts to creep in. And the goal teaches you to stop doing that. It teaches the 5 focusing steps, the backbone of the theory of constraints, which is identify the constraint, exploit it, which means get the most out of it without major changes. Then you subordinate everything to it, which means align the system around it. And then you elevate it, which means you increase its capacity, people, tools, time, and automation. And if the constraint moves, go back to step 1. Now imagine applying that to expand clientele. If the constraint is automation build capacity, you don't keep selling custom builds like crazy. You standardize what can be standardized. You create templates. You reduce variation. You make the constraint work easier and faster. Then you align everyone else's work around what that constraint needs. That's how you increase throughput without burning out. Now let's talk about Mudar's healthcare, because this is where the goal becomes more than profit. It becomes service quality. In home healthcare, you can have nurses ready, families ready, demand ready. But if your intake and documentation pipeline is a constraint, care gets delayed, families feel lost, trust gets strained. That's not just a business problem, that's a human problem. And Goldratt will tell you, find the constraint in the care delivery systems. Often it's incomplete paperwork or slow communication loops, scheduling bottlenecks, authorization steps, or even unclear handoffs. And once you identify that, you don't work harder. You improve the flow, you build checklists, you standardize documents, you automate reminders, and you track pipeline stages. You ensure the constraint is protected and supported, because that's what controls the throughput. How fast families move from inquiry, intake, approval, and then nurse coverage. And the biggest aha is your business is a chain, and it's only as strong as the weakest link. This is the core message of the goal. Most entrepreneurs try to improve everything at once. And Goldratt will say that's a waste. Improve the constraint first, because improving non-constraints, they don't increase overall output. It just piles of work and creates chaos. And this is why so many businesses feel overwhelmed. They're optimizing busy instead of optimizing flow. Now let's talk implementation, because the goal is a thinking book, but we still need tools to execute. And one of the biggest constraints in most modern businesses is follow-up and tracking. Leads come in and go cold. Prospects get forgotten. Clients don't get consistent touch points. Tasks slip, and that is a constraint. And this is why I push Go High Level, because it helps remove that constraint by creating systems for lead capture, automated follow-ups, whether text or email, appointment bookings, pipeline tracking, reminders and nurture, or even reactivation of old leads. And expand clientele, Go High Level is a throughput machine. It helps clients stop leaking leads and start converting consistently. And Children of Wealth, it helps nurture parents who aren't ready today, but will be ready soon, without me manually chasing. And in Mudar's Healthcare, pipeline visibility and automated touch points, it helps reduce delays and keeps families supported through the process. In other words, Go High Level can really help elevate one of the most common constraints across businesses: inconsistent communication and follow-up. The Goal is one of the most practical business books ever written, because it changes your operating system. It teaches you to stop worshiping business and start managing constraints. It teaches you that the goal is not to keep everyone busy. The goal is to increase throughput. And once you learn to spot bottlenecks, you start seeing your business like a machine instead of a mess. So if you want to grab the goal, use the link below because this book will change the way you run your week, your team, and your whole company. And if you want to implement the flow mindset with real systems, automated follow-ups, pipelines, booking, nurture, use my exclusive Go High Level link in the description to start your trial and build a machine that doesn't leak opportunities. Both links are below. Use them. And if you want more episodes of me reading books so you don't have to, if you choose, subscribe, like, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Because next time we're breaking down another book that will help you stop working harder and start building smarter. I'll see you guys on the next one.